Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. And today, I'll be reading Akatsuki Exterior by Lilies of the Rain on Tumblr. So let's get into it. Now, go split up into your 7 pairs and get sparring already. I don't have all day. Yes, sir. They all shouted, breaking up to go into respective groups. Today was another day of sparring, but it was a little different, since the class wasn't watching one match at a time, but instead, all going at the same time and being watched just by Mr. Aizawa. And Lansan, are you ready? Izuku came up to you with a sheepish smile. Definitely. I think it's pretty cool we got paired up. We never get to be partners for anything. He said with a smile. I think that's because Kachan doesn't like me being around you. He sighed, and as terrible as it sounded, it was true. The big bad Katsuki Bakugou still hated Midoriya Izuku after all this time, and he especially hated you being around him. Looking back, you saw your boyfriend glare daggers at the poor boy next to you. You waved him off, and he narrowed his eyes at you, before turning back to Kirishima, who was his partner for the class. Oh, Katsuki's just a big baby. Ignore him, Midoriya. Ready to spar? You got into position. Yep, right. He grinned back, and got into his own position. Aizawa had said powers weren't to be used for now, and just to focus on hand-to-hand combat, while working on developing better reaction times and enhancing your skills overall. Midoriya seemed a little hesitant to move, so you took the first punch, smelling, as Zuki instantly dodged, and parried the attack. It went on this way for a bit, you both dodging and aiming punches, until you had managed to catch him off guard, and had punched him straight in the gut, causing him to grunt out. He tried to balance himself, but your punch had thrown him off, and he ended up tripping over these big red clunky shoes he always wore. He threw out a hand to try and catch himself, and only caught your gym uniform, causing you to tumble down with him. You both let out a loud noise of surprise as you fell, him landing on his back while you landing on his front. You instantly heard his head smack onto the ground, and looked up from his chest, to see his eyes screwed tight. Wow, Midoriya, are you alright? I'm so sorry, he shouted out, once he gained his composure, sitting up and making you go up with him. It's fine. Calm down. You were trying so hard to make the worried boy stop apologizing. You didn't notice the position you were in. You were practically sitting on his lap. His hands were loosely on your hips. And of course, a particular someone noticed. What the hell are you doing, Deku? Katsuki spat, quick to yank you up and off of the boy. Kacha, it was an accident. Izuku whipped his arms frantically. Shut the hell up. Who do you think you are? I'll kick your ass. Kachan, calm down. He placed a hand on his bicep and tugged him away from Izuku, while it scrambled back in fear. It was an accident. I hit him too hard and he fell. Damn right you kicked his ass. But that doesn't mean you can hold on to you like some Bakugou, Midoriya, LM. Knock it off. I don't have the time or the energy to deal with this. Get back to sparring. Aizawa glared before walking away while wiping his temple. No way in hell am I leaving you alone with this perverted loser. Katsuki's hold on you tightened, as he glared down at Izuku. Pervert? I'm not a pervert. Izuku blushed in complete embarrassment. Katsuki, quit. We'll literally have to. I'll be fine. My dad wasn't pulling anything funny, I promise. And if he does, you never can kick his ass all by myself. You took his hand into your own, and gave it a squeeze, hoping it would be enough to calm him down for now. Try anything and your ass is mine. Got it, Deku? I would never. Got it? Yes. Katsuki hopped at him before making his way back to Kirishima, and you rolled your eyes. I'm sorry, Midoriya. That boy's too much sometimes. You watched as Izuku lifted himself up as he stood, a frown on his face. It's alright. That's just how Kachin is. Don't frown. Listen, Katsu just gets really jealous sometimes. I know you're not a pervert or anything, so don't let him bother you. He'll forget all about it sooner or later. If you could just smile softly at your words. Knowing Katsuki probably wasn't that angry with him. He hasn't been that way in a really long time. You're a really good influence on him, Leon. I'm glad we were with him. He blushed. Oh, thank you, Midoriya. You're so cute. You guys are just nice words. Don't say that. Kachan will hear us and think something is going on. He blushed harder, flutter at your praise, but still nervous the other boy would come back screaming in a second. That did not happen, however, and you both were able to get in some practice before Aizawa told you all to head back to the locker rooms and change into your regular uniform. You were one of the last ones to leave the locker room. After changing, and as soon as you did, you felt someone stand you back against the wall. Your eyes looked with your red, and you just smiled. Hey Katsu, were you waiting long? You pissed me off. You know that? He cut you off, a sour look in his eyes. Oh? I don't know what you mean, Katsu. You linked up instantly at him. Don't mess with me, Mayan. Who said you could hold you like that? He grabbed your hips harshly and moved with your lip to keep the giggles down. Well, I mean, it's not like they belong to anyone. So if you wanted to hold him, then I don't see the problem. You don't see the problem, eh? He's not allowed to put his filthy hands on you. He kissed your neck roughly and you gasped. Katsuki, we're still at school. I don't care where we are. I have to make sure there isn't any annoying dick left on you. He pulled away eventually, and you pushed him back with a blush. Looking at him in the face, you saw his lips were pulled into a pout, and you wanted to squeal at the sight. You are adorable when you're angry. You laughed. I should get you angry more often. You'd better not. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, too late. What? He looked at you all confused, while you slyly grinned at him. Yeah, don't you know? I called Midori cute, and I think he really liked it. I mean, he was blushing, and people didn't make it back to class in time. Welcome back, Aizawa grunted, as you and Katsuki finally walked into class. Everyone staring. You were blushing hard as you sneakily were covering your neck, while trying to make it to your seat without any issues. Whoa, looks like you two had some fun. Kaminari snickered, as he saw your hickey-covered neck, despite your best attempts. Yeah, how do you like that, Deku? Katsuki smirked. Bakugou, Elan, Midoriya. Detention for all of you. What did I do? Izuki yelled. He groaned, reminding yourself to never get Katsuki jealous of her again. You caught a sight of his smug face, and flushed before looking away. Yep, never again. Well, at least not at school. Thank you guys for listening. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. I hope you enjoyed listening to this as much as I did making it. Anyway, goodbye.